कर दें थोड़ा. Hello everyone, how are you all? I Tausif welcome you once again on this wonderful platform Exampur, and you are watching me live, and today we are going to discuss some very important questions of spotting error sections, and these questions will give you a glimpse that how questions are being asked in SSC examination and other examinations as well. So this class is going to be very helpful for you guys, so you must attend this class regularly and you must make notes of all these rules that I am teaching you, right? So the very first thing I want you to do is to share the session as much as possible so that more students may connect with us, right? And do not forget to hit the like button. So the very first thing you have to do, as I said, is to share the session as much as possible, and we'll start within a second. Okay, so in today's session we are going to discuss some 20 questions, around 20 questions from spotting error section. Okay, see, grammar rules that are used in spotting error sections are equally helpful in sentence improvement, because in spotting error section we just need to tell the error, that which part of the sentence has error, and in improvement section we need to improve the part which has error. So basically improvement and error are the two faces of coin. So, okay, so if you are studying spotting error questions, you are eventually solving spotting sentence improvement questions also. So let's start with the question number 1. So here we have a question number 1. The newer type of automatic machines washes the clothes faster. The newer type of automatic machines washes the clothes faster. What is the error in this sentence? I'll give you 30 seconds for each question, and I'll also explain it in detail. Yes, good morning everyone. Okay, tell me one thing. Here, is the word cloths right? Is the word cloths right? This can be a confusing word, cloths. That's why I'm explaining it. It is not an error in this sentence. It is absolutely right. But it can be a confusing word. That's why I'm explaining. See, the word cloth is a material noun. Okay? Cannot be plural. The word cloth is a material noun which cannot be plural. Like our dresses, my shirt is made of cloth. Okay, red cloth. Cloth is used for various things. So cloth is a material noun. But when we write cloths, its meaning is actually dresses that we wear. Okay, always remember, we do not wear cloth. Always remember, we do not wear cloth. We wear clothes. Okay, we do not wear cloth. We wear clothes. Okay, cloth, cloth. Cloth is used to make cloths. Okay, so cloths is dresses, and cloth is material noun of which cloths are made of, right? So here cloths is absolutely right. This is not an error. I was just explaining it because it may be asked sometimes. Okay, so this is absolutely correct. The error in this sentence is in the first part. Here comparative degree is superfluous. Comparative degree is superfluous. Like there is no need of comparative degree. There is no need of comparative degree, because comparative degree can be used only if there is any sort of comparison. But here no comparison is there, so use of comparative degree is useless, right? So here comparative degree will be changed into positive degree, so it would be new. The new type of automatic machines washes the cloths faster. Okay, so the error is in the first part. Newer will be replaced by new. And do not forget the difference between cloth and cloth. Clear? Okay, let's see the next question. By the time we got our tickets and entered the cinema theatre, the show was already begun. What is the error in this sentence? By the time we got our tickets and entered the cinema theatre, the show was already begun. Yes, what is the error in this sentence? Okay, guys, was plus V3 is a passive structure. Huh? I'm telling you in detail. Was plus V3 is passive structure, and passive of intransitive and ergative verbs is not possible, right? The very first thing I told you is was plus V3 means passive. Here we have was plus V3, no, was and V3. Was and V3. So was and V3 means passive, right? And passive of intransitive and ergative verbs. Passive of intransitive and ergative verb is not possible, right? And begin is an ergative verb. Since begin is an ergative verb, its passive is not possible. So link all three things. First, was plus V3, was begun is passive structure. First. Second, passive of intransitive and ergative verbs is not possible. And begin here is an ergative verb, so its passive is not possible. It means we need to change this passive structure into active. So what we should do? Change this was into had. So had begin would be the right answer. Okay, always remember that passive of intransitive and ergative verbs is not possible. Now, how many of you know what are intransitive and ergative verbs? Do you know what are intransitive and ergative verbs? Or you want me to explain? Guys, do you want me to explain ergative and intransitive verbs? Okay, mathematics study said ergative verbs. Okay. Let me explain. Let me explain. See, intransitive verbs intransitive verbs. What are intransitive verbs? What are intransitive verbs? See, verbs which are used to reflect the subject itself and are not followed by object are called intransitive verbs. Verbs which reflect the subject and are not followed by object are called intransitive verb. For example, I laughed. Here, the word laughed is used to reflect the subject itself and it does not require any object. So, laugh is an intransitive verb. Laugh is an intransitive verb. Now, what are ergative verbs? What are ergative verbs? These verbs are a bit confusing and complicated. These verbs are a bit confusing and complicated. See, ergative verbs are those which can be both transitive and intransitive depending on the condition. Okay, ergative verbs can be both transitive and intransitive depending on the condition. And what are those conditions? If there is any object after an ergative verb, it works as a transitive verb. And if there is no object after an ergative verb, it is intransitive verb. Okay, so if ergative verb is followed by an object, if ergative verb is followed by an object, this ergative works as transitive. Okay, and if ergative verb is not followed by object, and if ergative verb is not followed by object, it works as intransitive. It works as intransitive, right? So an ergative verb can be used as both transitive and intransitive. If it is followed by an object, it is transitive, and if it is not followed by object, it is intransitive. For example, begin. Okay, for example, begin, right? Let's see one example. I have begun I have begun a new shop, and the program has begun. Okay, in this sentence begun is followed by object a new shop. So here begin is transitive verb. But here begin is not followed by any object and it is used to reflect the subject itself, which is program. Here begin is intransitive. Okay, so begin is an ergative verb which can be used as a transitive if there is any object, and it can also be used as intransitive if there is no object and it reflects the subject itself. So these are ergative verbs. Okay. Now, why do we use had in place of was? The simple reason, was is past tense. So if the sentence is in past, we have to keep it in past. Okay, if the sentence is in past, we have to keep it in past, right? So was is past. That's why we changed was into had. Clear? Now, question number 3. Each of the students in the computer class has to type their own research paper this semester. Yes. What is the error? Each of the students in the computer class has to type their own research paper this semester. What is the error in this sentence? Each of the students in the computer class has to type their own C. One of the each of the either of the neither of the which of the all these expressions are followed by plural noun, singular verb and singular possessive. Okay, each of these expressions is followed by plural noun, singular verb and singular possessive. So here we have each of the students. So each of is followed by plural noun, which is absolutely correct. Each of the students in the computer class has to type. So verb is singular. This is also correct. Okay. Each of is followed by plural noun, correct. Followed by singular verb, correct. There should be singular possessive as well. But here possessive is plural. So there will be replaced by his. There will be replaced by his. Okay, his own. Yes, Prajwal, you are absolutely right. Yes. Let's see the next question. The fact of me being a stranger does not excuse his conduct. The fact of me being a stranger does not excuse his conduct. What is the error in this sentence? The fact of me being a stranger does not excuse his conduct. Here, me will be replaced by my. Here, me will be replaced by my. The fact of my being a stranger does not excuse his conduct. Okay, because here being is a gerund, and before gerund we require a possessive adjective. Okay. Now, the next one. The sea looks as if it has been agitated by a storm. What is the error in this sentence? The sea looks as if. See, expressions like as if, as though, oh that, would that, and I wish. These expressions are used to refer an imaginary situation. Okay, imaginary situation, or we can say unreal situation. Okay, so these words are used to assume something, like something which is not real, we are just assuming. Okay, for example, as if you were the prime minister. As if you were the prime minister. So you are not the prime minister in real. I am just assuming, right? So these expressions are used to assume something which is not real. And when we assume something, second form should be used. Second form should be used. This is called past subjunctive. This is called past subjunctive. This is not past tense. Okay, this is called past subjunctive. This is not called past tense. Always remember that there is a difference between tense and subjunctive mood. So when we write subject in second form after these expressions, when we write second form after these expressions, this second form is not past indefinite. This is past subjunctive mood. Okay, there are mainly two types of subjunctive moods. One is present subjunctive mood and second one is past subjunctive mood. Okay, so someday I'll definitely teach you, right? So here we need to change the tense. Okay, so second form or past perfect, both can be used. Okay, sentence cannot be in present, either past indefinite or past perfect. So here has will be replaced by had. Has will be replaced by had. Okay, has will be replaced by had. गुड मॉर्निंग साक्षी. आजकल तो साक्षी दिखाई नहीं देती है बिल्कुल भी, है ना. साक्षी गायब हो गई है, मिस इंडिया हो गई है मिस्टर इंडिया की जगह. ओके, लेट्स सी द नेक्स्ट वन. A variety of pleasant items in shop attract everybody. A variety of pleasant items in the shop attract everybody. Yes, this is an important question. A variety of pleasant items in the shop attract everybody. ओके, कोई नहीं, सॉरी की कोई बात नहीं यार, नो नीड ऑफ सॉरी. A variety of pleasant items. See, attract. Sakshi, no, attracts will not be used. This sentence is correct. There is no error. Okay, there is no error in this sentence. Always remember that a number of plus plural noun is followed by plural verb. Okay, a number of is followed by plural noun and plural verb, and the number of is followed by plural noun and singular verb. Okay, so when it is a number of, we need plural verb, and when it is the number of, we need singular verb. So the word attract would have been attracts if there were the in place of a. Okay, so the variety of items attracts. Okay, we would have used attracts if there were the. Okay, so a number of is followed by plural noun, plural verb, and the number of is followed by plural noun, singular verb. Clear? Okay, now the next one. The legs of table have been elaborate carved and its top is made of rosewood. Yes, what is the error in this sentence? The legs of table have been elaborate carved and its top is made of rosewood. What is the error in this sentence? The legs of table have been elaborate carved and its top is made of rosewood. What is the error in this sentence? Yes, guys. See, in this sentence, carved is verb, right? And before verb, adjective cannot be used. Adverb should be used. right? Because to modify a verb, we do not use an adjective. To modify a verb, we need an adverb, right? So here, carved is a verb and it needs an adverb for its modification. But here the word elaborate is also a verb. The verb elaborate is also a verb, and before verb we need an adverb. So we need to change this elaborate into adverb. So the right word would be elaborately. Elaborate is a verb while elaborately is an adverb. Okay, and since we need an adverb, it should be elaborately. Okay, elaborately. Now those who said no error must be thinking that the question was the table slag. I'm sure that this thing was in your mind, the table slag. If I had asked the table slag, you would have said, sir, table slag is wrong. The legs of table is right. Error is in the first part. But when you found this correct, oh my God, I was thinking about the legs of table and it is already there. It means there is no error. So just one thing was in your mind, that if it were the table's leg, you would have changed it into the leg of tables. But when you found it right, you didn't even tried to read the rest of the sentence. Okay, so just make it your habit to read from the very first word to the last word, because error can be anywhere, right? Okay. Let's see the next question. The sceneries of Kashmir is very charming. The sceneries of Kashmir is very charming. So this is a very easy one. I should not waste time on this question. The word sceneries should be replaced by scenery, because scenery is uncountable. It cannot be used in plural form. So sceneries will be replaced by scenery. Okay. Let's see the next one. I would appreciate if readers would write to me about how they meditate. I would appreciate if readers would write to me about how they meditate. I would appreciate if readers. Yes, this is actually a very good question. See, if clause is never if is never followed by will, shall, or would. Okay, will, shall, and would can never be used in an if clause, right? So here would is superfluous. It will be removed. I would appreciate if readers write to me about how they meditate. Okay, let's see the next question. Question number 10. Neither of the two children said their prayer before going to bed. Neither of two children said their prayer before going to bed. Neither of the two children said their prayer before going to bed. Okay, so here prayer will be replaced by prayers. Okay, because here Here there will be replaced by his. Okay, prayer is right. There will be replaced by his because the subject here is neither. Neither of the two children said his prayer before going to bed. His prayer. Yes, his prayer is right. Okay. Now the next one. I sat down opposite him and produced the packet of cigarettes. I sat down opposite him and produced packet of cigarettes. What is the error in this sentence? I sat down opposite him and produced. See, in this sentence, the will be replaced by a because the, which is a definite article, is used with an identified noun. Okay, the is a definite article which is used only with identified nouns. Now, what are identified nouns? Identified nouns means the nouns which have any sort of detail, any sort of information about them in sentence. But here, packet of cigarette is a general term and it is unidentified, random. Here we are talking about a random packet of cigarettes. That's why a should be used in place of the. Okay. Now, question number 12. This happened just exactly 5 years ago. This happened just exactly 5 years ago. This happened just exactly 5 years ago. Yes, what is there in this sentence? Opposite him is also right, Sakshi. Opposite him is right. See, both the words have same meaning. Okay, just and exactly, both the words have same meaning. Just and exactly, both the words have same meaning. Okay, both the words have same meaning, so cannot be used together. Just and exactly, both have same meaning, so both the words cannot be used together. Either use either just or exactly, any of the two, right? So either use just or exactly, right? So remove exactly. This happened just 5 years ago, or it happened exactly 5 years ago. Okay, now the next one. Ramesh smiled when he was remembering his hard early years and his long road to success. Avdesh Tiwari, there was a technical glitch. That's why I could not take vocabulary class. ठीक है, आज कुछ टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम हो गया था जिसकी वजह से आज वोकैबुलरी क्लास सुबह 8 बजे नहीं हो पाई है, बट कल से रेगुलर होगी, डोंट वरी. ओके अवधेश. Sakshi, I think you have forgot all the rules that I have taught you. है ना Sakshi? You have forgot everything that I have taught you. See, remember is a stative verb. Remember is a stative verb. Can't be progressive. Can't be progressive. Okay, we can say can't be continuous. Remember is a stative verb. It cannot be used in continuous form. So here we need to change remembering into remembered, and was will be removed. So the sentence would become past indefinite in place of past continuous, right? Ramesh smiled when he remembered. Ramesh smiled when he remembered. Remember is a stative verb. It cannot be used in continuous forms. That's why we need to change this continuous past continuous tense into past indefinite. Okay? Now the next word. Good heavens, how has she grown? Yes. What is the error in this sentence? Good heavens. See, this is an interjection. You can see exclamatory mark here. Okay, so always remember that interjections are used with assertive sentences. Okay, interjections are not used with interrogative structure. This is interrogative structure. So interjections are used with assertive sentences. They are not used with interrogative sentences, right? So good heavens is an interjection. Other interjections are alas, hurrah, pie, bravo. Okay, oh, these are interjections. So interjections are always used with assertive sentence, means subject plus helping verb. Subject plus helping verb. So here we need to replace has she by she has. Okay, clear? Okay, let's see the next question. The doctor advised Mr. Murugan that because of his severe cramps, he should lay in the bed for a few days. See, first you tell, then I'll tell you the error. What is the error in this sentence? I remain off the screen so that you can see the questions clearly. The doctor advised Mr. Murugan that because of his severe cramps, he should lay in the bed. Here, the word lay is wrong. It will be replaced by lie. Okay, lay and lie, these are two different words. Lie is intransitive, which is not followed by object, whereas lay is transitive, it is followed by an object. And as far as the meaning is concerned, lie means to take rest. Lie means to lie down, take rest, and lay means to hatch eggs. Okay, so lay is a different word. Here, lie will be used in place of lay. Okay, let's see the next question. He's a university professor, but of his three sons, neither has any merit. Yes, what is the error? He is a university professor, but of his three sons, neither has any merit. See, in this sentence, students might get confused and students might think that with the word university and should be used, but here A is absolutely right. Okay, any word that starts with U pronunciation is used with indefinite article, right? The error is here. See, neither and either are used for just two. And if there are more than two, we use none in place of neither and all in place of or each. Sorry, more than two. Okay, so either and neither cannot be used with more than two nouns. Here we are talking about three sons. Here we are talking about three sons. So this neither will be changed into none. This neither will be changed into none. Okay. Now the next one. After knowing the truth, they took the right decision in the matter. After knowing truth, they took the right decision in the matter. This is a good question. This is a good question. After knowing the truth, they took the right decision in the matter. See, in this sentence, truth is definite. And why is it definite? Because they took the right decision in the matter after knowing the truth. So, truth has been identified. That which truth are we talking about? We are talking about the truth after which they took the right decision. So, took has been identified, it means it is definite. So, the should be used with it. So, here truth will be replaced by the truth. Okay, truth will be replaced by the truth. Okay. आंसर बोल दिया था. Okay. Guys, if you do not have any problem in Hindi medium, you can attend my class every day at 8 a.m. 8 in the morning for vocabulary. Okay, if you do not have any problem with Hindi explanation, you can attend that class, right? Every day at 8 a.m. Next sentence. It is time you decide on your next course of action. It is time. See, this sentence is very easy. It is time. It is about time. It is high time. These expressions are followed by second form. If subject is there, second form. And if subject is not there, in that case, 2 plus first form. So there are two structures. There are two structures that can follow these expressions. One structure is past indefinite tense, that is subject plus second form and object. And if subject is not there, 2 plus V1 should be used. Okay. For example, it is time I started. It is time I started. It is time I started. And second example, Okay, now voice is there. Huh? So he who has suffered the most for the cause, let him speak. He who has suffered the most for the cause, let him speak. See, let here will be replaced by let him speak will be replaced by he should speak. Okay, here let him speak will be replaced by he should speak. He who has suffered the most for the cause, he should speak. Okay, because let cannot be used in this structure of assertive sentence. Okay, let is used to let is used in imperative sentences, but this sentence assertive in this structure let cannot be used, so it should be replaced by uh, he should speak. Last sentence, a cup of coffee is an excellent complement to smoked salmon. A cup of coffee is an excellent complement to. A cup of coffee, no error. Is an excellent complement, no error. Complement is followed by to, correct. Smoked salmon is absolutely correct. So there is no error in this sentence. There is no error in this sentence. Okay. Right. I hope these 20 questions are clear and you have understood the concepts behind these questions, right? One thing I would like to tell you once again, if you do not have any problem in Hindi explanation, you may attend my vocabulary class every day at 8 a.m. Okay, in that class I discuss with you 10 to 15 words every day which are important, actually very important, and that class is very useful and fruitful for all the students of aspirants of any exam, right? So if you do not have any issue with Hindi explanation, you can attend that class at 8 a.m. Okay, so this much for today. It was wonderful teaching you. See you in the next class. Till then, goodbye.